Hello, and welcome to Reliability Report. I'm John Bailey. Industrial AI startup Uptake announced last month that it has acquired Asset Performance Technologies Inc. APT controls an enormous library of industrial data, including failure mode information for nearly 800 equipment types. The deal will combine Uptake's predictive analytics software and machine learning capability with the world's largest database on why industrial equipment fails. Combining Uptake's AI technology with APT's data would hopefully give Uptake the ability to identify potential failures sooner. Volvo is putting the finishing touches on a new $1.2 billion manufacturing campus in Charleston, South Carolina, but there are still some gaps to fill. Roughly half of the 1,500 workers needed in the first wave of hiring are already on site, but the toughest jobs to fill, those in maintenance and on the production floor, are still largely vacant. So why the tough time filling these remaining spots? Well, it appears it's due to a combination of things. Low unemployment in the area at just 4.2%, competing with other manufacturing facilities, as well as a skill gap amongst applicants. ReadySC, a worker training program that is part of the state's technical college system, is in charge of recruiting and training most new Volvo employees. However, only about 4% of people who apply through ReadySC have the basic skills, education, and aptitude needed to make it through the screening process. Volvo executive Anders Gustafsson said he's confident the staffing will come together in time. East Coast ports have seen a surge in volume over the past year. The Port of Charleston recorded a record amount of containerized cargo during March and are on target to hit an annual record. The Port of Virginia saw a 9% increase in March compared to a year ago, and cargo levels are up 4.4% overall for the fiscal year. Cargo shipments are also on record pace at the ports of New York, New Jersey, and Savannah. A big reason for increases is due to port improvements, creating better efficiency. Speaking of ports, we told you last month about a possible SpaceX facility at the LA port. Well, it looks like that is now a reality, according to LA Mayor Eric Garcetti. Last month, the Board of Harbor Commissioners formally approved an up to 30-year lease on Terminal Island. SpaceX will pay the port an initial annual rent of $1.38 million to use the site, but can offset up to $44.1 million in rent by improving and upgrading the site during that first decade. The Big Falcon rocket will be the largest rocket ever built. Powered by 31 Raptor engines, it will be capable of carrying 150 tons of cargo. SpaceX founder Elon Musk has said that in addition to flying to Mars, the BFR will take commercial passengers around the Earth in record time. Formosa Petrochemical Corp. Is coming to Louisiana in way of a $9.4 billion manufacturing complex. The new plant will bring 1,200 new direct jobs to the area of St. James Parish. Approximately 8,000 new indirect jobs are also expected to result from the new facility. Construction is expected to break ground as soon as next year. NASA is moving forward with construction of a new X-plane designed to fly faster than sound, but quieter than any previous aircraft capable of breaking this barrier. An X-plane is a term for experimental U.S. aircraft and rockets used to test and evaluate new technologies and aerodynamic concepts. This new X-plane would be tasked with providing data that could enable commercial supersonic passenger travel over land. Currently, regulations prevent supersonic travel over land in the U.S. and Europe, largely due to the thunderous sonic boom it produces. The new X-plane is attempting to change that. The key to success will be in the way its uniquely shaped body generates these supersonic shockwaves, which will hopefully create sonic booms that would sound more like a couple of soft thumps, so quiet people on the ground would hardly notice them, if at all. NASA awarded Lockheed Martin with the contract to build the new X-plane, which will have a top speed of 990 miles per hour. Nestle has reportedly reached a conditional agreement with Conagra Brands that will result in the food and beverage giant acquiring their Trenton, Missouri manufacturing plant. Under this agreement, Nestle will purchase the proprietary cooked before canning line along with the factory building. The purchase of these assets will allow Nestle to implement a focused and lean operation in Trenton. Nestle will also manufacture certain products for Conagra Brands. Duke University has received a $15 million grant to establish a new engineering scholarship program. The program would be for undergraduate students at their Pratt School of Engineering and would focus on service, leadership, business, and entrepreneurship. The grant is being donated by the A. James and Alice B. Clark Foundation and represents the single largest gift to Pratt in support of an undergraduate scholarship program. The class will include 10 students every year chosen based on financial needs, academic accomplishments, engagement in engineering, and leadership skills. This makes Duke the 10th campus nationwide with a Clark Scholars Program. The Reliable Plant Conference and Exhibition is an annual event for machinery lubrication, oil analysis, and reliability professionals. This past April, hundreds of people gathered in Indianapolis, Indiana for their latest event. Professionals attending Reliable Plant come from dozens of different machinery-centric industries. However, according to data gathered from the 2017 conference, they seem to all have a few things in common. They not only learned something new, but 76% of them were able to make positive changes in their workplace within 3 months of attending the conference. The 2019 conference will be hosted in Cleveland, Ohio, April 16th through the 18th. UE Systems is once again hosting the Ultrasound World and Reliable Asset World conferences, May 8th through the 11th in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Reliable Asset World receives maintenance, reliability, and engineering professionals from a wide range of industries and is a good place to discuss best practices in asset reliability. Ultrasound World brings education sessions mixed with networking events and exhibits featuring leading experts in the field of condition-based monitoring, energy conservation, and reliability. Here's a look at some other events coming up in the next several weeks. To find out more information about any of these other events or to register, Google it. You have a computer. Philip Slater, the founder of SparePartsKnowHow.com, will chair the upcoming MRO for Procurement Conference in Brisbane, Australia this June. This 2-day special event will give companies the insight to gain greater control of their MRO and spare parts inventory spending, address key issues with MRO and spare parts inventory management, and unlock the significant hidden cost savings associated with MRO procurement. BMW is investing more than $12 million in a new additive manufacturing campus in Germany. Additive manufacturing is another term for 3D printing, the process of machines building 3D objects by adding layer upon layer of material. The team at this new facility will evaluate new and existing technologies in both plastics and metals printing. The new campus will be scheduled to be operational in early 2019. If someone told you that Mars was going to be invaded by alien robot bees, you'd probably think they were crazy, right? Well, that's what NASA's planning to do. The space agency has commissioned 2 teams of researchers, one from Japan and one from the University of Alabama in Huntsville, who are working to develop the Mars bees in order to collect more accurate data on the red planet. Collecting samples and mapping the topography of the planet will be a couple of the main objectives of these insect-sized robots. They would survey Mars in swarms, controlled by AI, and would transmit the data wirelessly. While the Mars rover has collected invaluable data over the years, it has limitations, such as its slow speed. The Mars bees would help make up for some of those limitations. Fusion 3, the U.S. manufacturer of affordable, high-performance 3D printers for business and education, recently announced the availability of the company's new F410 professional 3D printer. With improved performance and reliability, the new printer comes equipped with filament monitoring and cleaning, features that will improve efficiency and reduce failures. Nikola Labs announced the launch of a predictive maintenance sensor system last month. They are calling it the first maintenance-free solution with sensors that capture vibration and temperature to monitor equipment condition. Tulip announced the launch of Factory Kit, the industry's first quick start solution for powering digital manufacturing. Factory Kit is a self-service solution that includes everything that engineers need to quickly design, build, and deploy manufacturing apps without writing code. Let's take a moment and look at what new facilities are popping up around the country, starting in the Northeast. Pharmaceutical manufacturer Amgen announced that it will utilize tax reform savings to build a new state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Rhode Island, adjacent to an existing facility in West Greenwich. The new plant will bring about 150 new jobs to the area. Corning, the global glass manufacturer, said it will build a new high-volume manufacturing plant in North Carolina as part of its plan to spend $500 million to create thousands of new jobs in the U.S. The Durham County facility will produce Valor glass and will create more than 300 new jobs in the area. Also in North Carolina, Australian pharmaceutical company Mayne Pharma has opened an $80 million manufacturing facility in Greenville. The new site will be used to produce oral solid dose medication and will quadruple the firm's capacity in the U.S. In Tennessee, Volkswagen Group announced that it plans to invest $340 million to build new SUVs at its Chattanooga plant. Also, Van Hool plans to establish its first U.S. manufacturing operation in Morristown, Tennessee, creating nearly 640 jobs over the next 5 years. The Belgian manufacturer of buses, coaches, and industrial vehicles wants to invest more than $47 million to construct the facility. The premier credential for maintenance and reliability technicians, the Certified Maintenance and Reliability Technician exam, is now available as a computer-based test. Technicians now have the ability to register for and schedule a CMRT exam in their local area. Testing facilities are located globally. Well, that's it for your reliability report for May. Join us again next month for more news around the industry. I'm John Bailey. Have a great day.